Our nation is being destroyed. Joe, Kamala, and the entire Democrat establishment have been caught red-handed in the thick of the biggest scandal and the biggest cover-up. It's the biggest cover-up in political history. As you know, they are all co-conspirators in the sinister plot to defraud the American public about the cognitive abilities of the man in the Oval Office.
All right, Congressman, was there a cover-up?
Well, there's no doubt about it. I mean, the Democrats in Capitol Hill have been spending the last 3 years or more trying to say that he was sharp, that he was able, that he was capable. But when I'm in the district in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, I hear from Republicans, Democrats, and everybody in between that they see it too. I think honest media sees it. I think the Republicans certainly see it. So it's unfortunate that we're here, but they have engaged in the cover-up completely. And now, this week, Democrats are finding new tunnels in which to hide from the media for asking actual tough questions of Democrats for a change.
But there are some cracks in the wall that surround the president. We just had George Clooney come out in an op-ed in the Times saying, hey, we need a new nominee. And before that, we had Nancy Pelosi not offering an endorsement of Biden at the top of the ticket at all. There are some cracks in the wall. How long before the wall tumbles down, do you think?
You know, we'll see. Republicans have stuck with President Donald Trump through thick and thin, through Russia collusion and impeachment. It takes one bad debate performance and Democrats fleeing for the hills, and so we'll see how long he can sustain this.
Do you think it will be the Biden-Harris ticket that goes to the polls on November the 5th?
I don't know how they get out of it, and even if they do, if they put Kamala Harris at the top, she's been complicit in this cover-up too. She's allowed a mentally weakened president to occupy the White House for a long time without saying anything. It's of concern to every person in this country and should be.
There's a headline in the Wall Street Journal today that Biden's warfare tactic has failed. I believe you are asking, you want to see the verdict in Trump's New York case be reversed. You trying to do that?
I think there are some real issues on appeal. You look at the unconstitutional gag order on President Trump. You look at Judge Merchan not recusing himself despite his daughter working for fundraisers that raised millions of dollars on this particular case. You look at the evidentiary issues within the trial itself and the fact that Trump wasn't allowed to bring a witness, a Federal Elections Commission expert, to talk about how he did not violate federal election law. They weren't allowed to do that. So there's some real issues on appeal. I think the president has some things to do, but for sure, right now, I feel pretty good about his chances on appeal.
Got it. Congressman, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it, and we'll see you again soon. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.